Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. It is finally time. Today we got the initial major reveal for Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer, a little bit early ahead of COD Next, is sort of a surprise that they initially teased yesterday. So we got the full trailer to go through and actually break down, point out some things you guys might have missed, talk about the general gameplay and sort of what to expect with MP this year. As we get into the details, if you enjoy the video, do me a favor, drop a like on it. Much love to everyone who does take the time to do so. And if you're new here, you want to guarantee you are up to date with everything going on in COD. Obviously, huge week for MW3 and Warzone with Next in the beta coming up. You're not going to want to miss anything. Make sure you are subscribed with those noties turned on. Here we go. It has copyright music, so unfortunately I'm gonna have to mute it. I'd recommend checking out the full trailer though. So right away, we see what appears to be a Juggernaut with a riot shield. Interesting to say the least. I'm hoping that's a kill streak of some kind and not just a basic thing. We got Price in multiplayer, of course. Dolphin diving, that's now confirmed. I mean, we already knew it was gonna be in the game, but it's back. Multiplayer trailer reveal, pre-order now. So yeah, they have Till I Collapse as the music for this, so obviously won't be able to play that in the actual video, but it does go really well with the trailer, so I'd recommend checking it out. We get a look at some of the tanks and like the arsenal here of what appears to actually be like the background of the gunsmith as well. If you guys recall from the reveal yesterday with that and the aftermarket parts, this like whole warehouse room in the background was full of like tanks and dummies and juggernauts and stuff like that. We got, wait, hold up, Makarov. We get our first look at Makarov if I back it up a little bit. Yeah, just very briefly. First operator skin look as well. I wonder if this is gonna be like the operator preview screen. The best is back. I mean, we do know these are the goated COD maps. That's the new tac stance in action, so we get a little look at that as well here. You'll see this character's leaning sideways just a tad bit there. That's the tac stance. So it's like a canted laser almost of MW2 here, where you're not fully ADS, but you're not fully hip fire, and you kind of got that going on. Executions, per usual. I assume that was an execution where he's laying on his back and does a kick up with a sniper in his hands. If that's not, what? I'm assuming that's an execution though. 16 iconic maps, so we already knew this. Estate, you get a look at another streak there as we were flying in on Estate, like almost a recon drone of some kind, a bomb drone of some kind, similar to that. We got Wasteland here. There's no doors in the middle of the fields. I was hoping they were gonna do it, I'm not gonna lie. Afghan. The slide, so we get our first look at that as well here. Which, I mean, somewhat cinematic, but also you get a decent look at what it's going to be. The animation can't change that much. It's a slide regardless. The Akimbo pistols. Almost looks like Akimbo Glocks there. We get it. Wait, what is that skin? That's a ridiculous looking skin for, I think, Ghost. I like it. It's like a chainmail, almost kind of like armor looking thing on high rise. That was a Holger looking skin. Wow, we get a lot of different operator skin previews in this. Sub base, underwater action on, wait, hold up. So you're gonna be able to play underwater on sub base. That kind of changes this a ton. This whole area of sub base is going to be now interactable. Before it was just this little one lane, it looks like. And unless this is just purely for cinematics, this completely changes that. You're gonna be able to actually swim underwater. Also, want to really quickly look at this. This is an important key here. He's using his Holger underwater here. So obviously, as we know now with how COD works, Warzone and MW2, when you're underwater, you can only use your pistols. And that is rough at times, obviously, because you could be put in a disadvantage there. It's also very cheesy in certain instances. I feel like water fights in general right now are very unbalanced and awkward. Having the ability to use your normal guns underwater could be a game changer. I'm sure it would still affect velocity and everything, but this is an important thing to note. If this is going to also translate to Warzone, that's big, but this does confirm you have your primary out underwater. You can presumably use that, and obviously they all surface with this Holger as well. There's a Wilson again returning. I'm sure Noisy Butters is gonna be very excited about that. Another kill streak confirmed, a score streak confirmed. Shotgun action, sniper action, and the tac stance. You got the inspect of the knife that's almost like a karambit that you're swinging around here. Another execution. Tell me this is an actual weapon camo. Is this like the diamond, or like, it's not diamond. I don't know what to call this. It's like a metal almost over the whole gun. And there's one red and there's one blue that's almost like translucent in the mag. That looks really sick. I won't lie, I really like the look of that. I wonder if that's an actual camo. If so, that's really cool. We almost have like the same style though here on Price as an operator. So it's again like that one that we saw in the Ghost operator a little bit ago too. It's like a reactive operator skin. We get our look at Terminal here again with that Juggernaut and the Riot Shield that is also shooting a Striker. Hold up, we go back to this. This being on a Premiere makes the playback buggy. Yeah, he's like shooting a Striker. Or a shotgun of some kind. That could be a little bit overpowered. We'll have to wait and see. Some gameplay. Ooh, let's look at the call-in time on this streak because we obviously know it's so slow. This is Skid Row, by the way. We know it's super slow in MW2. He calls in the streak. I mean, that's pretty quick. It's like a hunter killer drone almost looking like. I mean, it doesn't look like it's as slow. You got the Harrier and an EMP going off. Interesting. We get our look at the HUD now too. So there's a little bit to break down here. Mini maps. First things first, obviously, we see the red dots, which you absolutely love to see. Enemies are firing here. They're showing up as red dots on the mini map. We've got our standard compass. We've got our ammo count on our weapons, of course, then our streaks as well. Overall, the HUD is very similar to MW2, but actually good because it includes the basic things in COD that we all obviously want, right? We get the quick little slide there. Let's watch that again coming out of the pause here. Price is an operator again. Comes through, slides up nice and quick. Oh, I love that. I do love that. Also, it looks like the orange text is back. He shoots the C4 or yellow-orange text rather than just the white text. I'm a fan of that too. It makes it a little bit more obvious what's going on. That's the canted sights again. We get more HUD footage here. I want to pause this again as well. The choppers on the minimap, you got more red dots going on. The streaks are in fact blue here currently, so that's pretty interesting to see. That'll just be a slight HUD change for MW3. The sliding in the ADS does seem very fast though, and I do quite like that. You can obviously, team 1, team 2, team 3. So this is that new mode. Also, you could shoot while on the ladder there. Well, actually, while you're mounted. So that'll be back, the ledge hang rather. This team 1, team 2, team 3 is the new mode. Cutthroat, I think it's called. On Rust, certainly makes sense. That's another execution there. It's going to look insane. What was this falling? Is this like a parachuting mechanic in standard multiplayer? What's going on here? Why does it keep going back to the thumbnail? I'm not sure what's going on with this falling. Interesting looking though. Yeah, they're parachuting in Ground War. This is definitely Ground War because there's all the vehicles. We get our first look at that Ground War map as well. Mounted turrets. Similar to, obviously, MW2. Tanks as well. There's a nuke going off? That map-based? What map is this? Is this a Ground War map? Yeah, this is definitely a Ground War map. I wonder if that's just a part of the map. That's got to be just a part of the map, right? More executions. Inspect on the weapons. Oh, so right away we're going with the gimmicky stuff. Like we got the cartoon, like comic book effects already on this blueprint. I'm not surprised. Like there's no realism at launch, obviously, because of the MW2 carryover stuff. That's sort of to be expected, I guess. But they're also going right into it with MW3 as well, which is interesting. Usually launch, none of the cosmetics or anything like that is all that crazy. It's usually very standard, sort of mil sim-esque. They're going right into the fun stuff though right away, which I mean, if you like it, cool. If not, it's whatever. Doesn't really affect you. You don't have to buy it. Little shock stick execution. A lot going on here for sure. Pre-order and get early access. Anything else at the end? No secrets? Okay, I mean, definitely an interesting trailer. It shows us a good bit of the maps. That's like the main thing that we get takeaways here from. A lot of G36 or Holger looking weapons in this trailer, in specific, a couple of pistols. A few takeaways for me here that I noticed right away. Obviously, the HUD looks very clean. Similar, like I said, to MW2, but better in the sense that it's bringing back things that should never have been taken away from the game. The sliding and the animations there definitely looks clean and looks simple. Not nearly as clunky as MW2 or Warzone 2, which is nice to see for sure. The lighting on the maps looks good, and they're also pretty vibrant as well. The ADS times also, when we got some of those, look pretty nice when we actually got the actual gameplay there. I'm still really intrigued by some of the skins and some of the looks that we're getting out of the operators and the camos, and also whatever that falling thing was on Rust. The water elements are definitely cool. That basically insinuates that not all the maps are going to be the exact one-to-one copies of MW2's original 16, there will be other explorable areas that'll be a bit different. So that's important to note as well. But overall, I mean, it's a standard multiplayer trailer, gives a lot of the information that we're used to, I'd say, for the most part. But it's reassuring that a lot of the complaints that we had this year, a lot of the feedback that we given is being taken into consideration for this game, it would seem. That is going to wrap things up, though. If you enjoyed the video, do me a favor, drop a like on it. And if you're new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button on your way out. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy. Have an awesome rest of your day. And I'll catch you later. Peace out.